Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time to continue our epic set review of MorningTide with the black card. Set has been lit so far, so let's look at what black has to offer. So, our first card is Prickly Bogart, 1 mana, 1 Goblin Rogue Fear. Like, I think this card is, again, very, very good. Like, I think goblins are, like kind of very aggressive. It looks like they were very aggressive in Lorwyn, and this absolutely fits the bill. Turn one, this is probably going to be responsible like 5 damage, and 1 mana for like a lava axe. That's pretty good. So yeah, I think this is great card. Fits into the mold. That's actually the only black one drop because the next one is a two drop, which we all know who have played like constructed formats, Modern, Legacy, or Commander in the early days even. So Bitter Blossom. So it's one in a black, Kindred Enchantment Fairy. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 black fairy rogue creature token with flying. So the joke here is that one of these can hit your opponent multiple times, so they're gonna lose life faster than you do. And yeah, this is probably an unbeatable bomb in turn two in any limited game. Like if you play this on turn two, you're probably gonna have like a, I don't know, 90 plus chance of winning the game unless they kill this or yeah, but even if they kill it and you have like 3 4 fairies, then I think it's a little too late. Yeah, Bitter Blossom, awesome card, one of the best. Yeah, it's an A plus, so not much to say here. Blight Soil Druid. Oh yeah, the only thing to say with Bitter Blossom. So this is not a fairy only card. Like you would put this to any deck. Like this is any goblin, tree folk, whatever that can cost it. You would play this card. So don't stick it to only with what is this fairies. Blight Soil Druid. So that's an elf. It's a 1/2, and you can pay 1 life and add a green mana to your mana pool. Yeah, that's solid. It's an elf. Mana dork, 2 mana. Yeah, fits into the mold. Faster Creep. So this is an elemental. This got reprinted in Modern Horizons 2015, I believe. And it's a 2 mana 0/0 on the Ramming stat line, but it gets a +1/+1 counter. And this one you can remove a +1/+1 counter from it, and all other creature get -1/-1 until end of turn. That is actually pretty scary. Like if you going into a combat, and especially if you have like higher toughness creatures or whatever, yeah, this can like an opponent really need to think about their blocks, and obviously it's very good at cleaning up fairies, X1. So yeah, solid little card. Yeah, the only thing which is a little bit like knock on this card that like black. I don't know how good black is with elementals, but yeah. So aside from that, yeah, it's good card. Froctus Banneret. So this is the Goblin Banneret. Surprisingly, it's a 2 mana haste Goblin and Rogue spells. You cost 1 less to cast. So Goblin Rogue costs 2 less to cast. Yeah, same deal as anywhere else. Extra 8 mana very nicely. Yeah, you wanna have this card. Mind Shatter. So this is black X. Target player discards X cards at random. So this is Mind Twist, and yeah, it's just 1 mana more. Excellent card. Like if they hold cards in their hand, turn five, you hit it for three. Yeah, that's one way to win a game. Like obviously when you are both top decking, this card is not as good, but yeah, but in the mid game, this is a very good way to get ahead. So Mind Shatter, yeah, card. Oyona Black God. Yeah, so this card I think is also very good. So it's a fairy rogue for 2 mana, it's flying 1/1. Each other rogue creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Wow. And whenever a creature you control with +1/+1 counter on it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. Whoa. I mean, this card is, yeah, like the joke with Discord that's good early if you follow it up with rogues, because obviously they get better or bigger. Um, or it's also good when you already have rogues because they can attack, right? Like if you have like a few flying fairy rogues and you hit this, then you hit them and then they discard like 2 cards. Uh, Also, they do need to have the +1/+1 counter. So I will, yeah, I'll take that back. So okay, so it's good early. We'll start with this, get the counters on your creatures, and then start hitting. Okay. So there's like yeah, because otherwise this card would have been insane. It's still very good. Like don't get me wrong. If you start this early and you have like 10, 12 rogues in your deck, yeah, they're gonna be scared. Pax Disdain says 2 mana instant, choose a creature type. Target creature gets -1/-1 at the end of turn for each permanent chosen type you control. Yeah, I mean, it's a go wide deck, in goblins. Like, this is your black lightning strike. You have like three goblins, it's like -3/-3 to a creature. Yeah, with elves, it's even more brutal, I think. It's easy to get -5/-5. Yeah, for a little card. And so, again, these are just commons, man. Pulling the teeth, it's a one and a black sorcery. Clash with your opponent. If you win, target player discards two cards. Otherwise, that player discards a card. Yeah, he always converts one card to one card, and sometimes, for 2 mana, you can get them discard two cards. That can really crunch them at the beginning of the game because they need to choose either to keep lands or action, and yeah, hope to draw the other. So, yeah, solid little card. Revive the Fallen. So hopefully this is a reanimate card. So it's a two, one and a black sorcery. Return target creature card from the graveyard to your owner's hand. Clash with your opponent. If you win, return to your owners. And yeah, and I have no complaints about this card. Like, I know we got used to 1 mana get back to creature cards these days, but yeah, like that's a little OP. But this one is like 2 mana, especially if you have like bomb rares. This gets them back, and then like you can get another kick at the can if you win that clash. So yeah, and it's also like black, 3/4 can use this, which higher mana cost. Yeah, there's some stuff to like here. Scarbade Ali, that's a rare. It's black elf assassin 2/2. Exile assassin cards from your graveyard, destroy target creature. Hmm. I wonder. Oh, okay. So sorry. This lore win. So the joke here: exile a changeling, kill a creature. Yeah, I think this card is good. This card is legit. Like if you even just like get it once off, then you got a 2/1. If you get it twice off, you probably borderline winning the game. Yeah, awesome. Warren Weirding. So it's one and a black for Kindred Sorcery Goblin. Target player sacrifices a creature of their choice. If a goblin is sacrificed this way, that player creates two 1/1 black goblin rogue creature token, and those tokens gain haste until end of turn. Okay, okay. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, so you can sack a goblin, and then yeah. So it's an edict if they are not goblin. If they are goblin, probably you sack your goblin and then get two 1/1 goblin rogues. Yeah, I don't know about that side. Um, it occasionally probably comes up, but like if they make them sacrifice one goblin creature, that's okay, I think. Weirding Shaman. So it's a 2/1 for two Goblin Shaman, and for three and a black, you can sack a Goblin and create two 1/1 black Goblin Rogue creature tokens. Huh, interesting. And this is instant speed. So this you can use in response to a removal, and you can sacrifice itself. So if you have open mana, they try to kill it. Yeah. Otherwise, you can just like attack with fair amount of impunity with your smaller goblins, because like if they don't get through, you just make two of them, and yeah, and it's also the tokens work too. So who can sink a lot of mana into that and get like extra goblins. Yeah, this all right. Anti-Snitch, so it's a 3 mana 3/1 Goblin Rogue. This creature can't block, okay? It has Prowl for one and a black, so if you can cast it if combat damage has been dealt to player disturbed by Goblin or Rogue, and whenever a Goblin or Rogue you control this combat damage to player, if this card is in your graveyard, you may return this card to your hand. Yeah, that is excellent card. Like it's a very persistent threat because no matter how many times they kill it, you can just hit them with a goblin and get this back. Yeah, solid. Merlin of the Moon Song. So what you need to do, you need to know about this card. It's like 70 Canadian dollar, apparently. It's an elf wizard, and it's a 3 mana for a 2/3. Players can draw cards. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player loses 3 life, searches their library for card, put in their hand, and then shuffles. Yeah, I mean, in limited, this I don't think is very powerful. Obviously, it's very good if they are 3 life, because then they just die. But generally, I think how this would play out, that your opponent, yeah, I guess it's interesting because if they have a Giga Chat bomb, now you just gave it to them, so you're gonna lose the game. If they don't, probably they just find a removal and kill this, and they lost 3 life. It's not the end of the world, right? Like one removal less in their deck, and this has like worth 3 life, basically in modern terms. Yeah, but I don't think this being insane. Like obviously, if you have like seven bombs, then this card is really good because you can just two-throw them up. But yeah, this is a double-edged sword, and we see this like as an enchantment form in Lorwyn Eclipse. No one played it, so yeah, you know where you are with this card probably. Moonglow Changeling, I think this one is gonna be good. So it's like 3 mana 2/2 Changeling Shapeshifter, and for black it gains that such on the end of turn. Yeah, I don't need anything more from this card. Like stat line is generally a little weaker in this set, so this is not like off the rails really from that. And being a changeling, yeah, that matters a lot in Lorwyn. Offer Snout, two and a black. It's a flash 2/2. When this creature leaves the battlefield, exile target card from the graveyard, and you can evoke it for one. Yeah, I mean the problem is that like flash 2/2 is like such a bummer because like what is it ambushing a 1/1? The opponent doesn't really care about that, but yeah. And then the evoke, like it helps if they have something juicy in the graveyard, but it doesn't seem like a very like too graveyard centric set. So I don't know, maybe this one's as an uncommon, it's a little, yeah, it's a little overrated. I feel like. Final Sting Fairy. So it's a 4 mana fairy assassin with flying and 2/2. When this creature enters, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Yeah, yeah. This one I think does enough, especially yeah, especially when you run like even in goblins when you have like 1/1 goblins which are poking in and they block one of them with their 4/4 and then you just play a flyer and slice that biggest creature. Now you do need a little bit of setup for that, and it's like it's a 4 mana 2/2 flyer, but hey, I think it's this card is serviceable. Morsel Theft. So it's 4 mana 2 black for a Kindred Sorcery Rogue, and target player loses 3 life and you gain 3 life if this spell Broadcast was paid, because it could be. For 1 other black, you draw a card. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, look, it's not like it targets a player. So it's a clear spell, but you can cycle it and they lose 3 life. And especially if you are in that deck, like that's pretty good tempo because it's 2 mana, you lightning strike them, it doesn't cost you a card. Yeah, they're gonna go down somewhat faster that way. Noggin Whack. So it's 4 mana after a Kindred Sorcery Rogue. Target player reveals 3 cards from their hand. You choose 2 of them, the player discards those cards. And you can prowl it for 1 and a black. So yeah, this could be really really good. Like especially if they have 3 cards, which take the best 2, guaranteed. Yeah, that's not bad. And you have the 2 for 1 potential is there because it's got 2. It costs you only 1 card. Squeaking Pie Fellows. Okay, let's see what the Fellows are doing. So they are 4 mana, creature Goblin Shaman, it's 3/2, and it has kinship. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may look at the top card of your library. Choose a creature type with this creature, you may reveal it. If you do, each opponent discards a card. Ooh. Yeah, as a common, wow. This card is unbelievable. Like, I wonder how they are not even playing it in commanders. Each opponent. Yeah, this card is sick. Wow. Huh. Yeah, excellent stuff. Stench Keeper. So let's see where the stench is going. So it's a 4 mana 6/5 flyer. So it's gonna be a drawback here. And yeah, if the beginning of the end step, if you control no goblins, sacrifice this creature. So yeah, you want it in the goblin deck. And then this one is like legit good because the thing is what we have seen, like there's so many cards which makes you multiple goblins if you sacrifice, and then yeah, like there are things which mop up 1/1 tokens, but like still like you have like a 2/2 goblin, a 3/2 goblin, and like 3/1/1 goblins. That's gonna be hard to get rid of that board, and this hits very hard. This is gonna go into combat, obviously, and yeah, I think it's a solid card in the Goblin deck. Like I would first pick it and try to draft goblins around it. Sting Drinker Bandit. So it's 4 mana, 2/1. When a rogue you control attacks and isn't blocked, it gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Okay, okay. Isn't blocked, huh? Yeah, and then Prowl 1 and a black. Interesting. It's not bad. I mean, yeah, like if you have like fairy rogues, this card is brutal because everyone want like flyer becomes like a 3/2 flyer on connect if they can block it. Yeah, I think this card is super solid. Earwig Squad. So it's a 5/3/4/5 Goblin Rogue, and it has Prowl for 2 and a what is black. If a Goblin or Rogue deals damage, then you can cast it for that decreased cost. You get a discount. When this creature enters, if its proc cost was paid, search target opponent's library for 3 cards and exile them, then that player shuffles. Okay, so this is not like, like insane bomb level powerful, but I think in limited this card is actually quite good. Like, yeah, if you can prowl it, like you mill them a little, but like let's say they have like 4 removal and they used one, and then you remove like 3 of them, then they can't kill a creature ever again on that game, right? Like everything becomes like stat line. Plus, like you're gonna know what's in that deck. But yeah, good stuff. Fendi Summoner. So I guess this is like the wife of that or the husband. I don't even know which one is which gender. But this is a 5 mana 3 folk shaman, which is 3/5. It's the opposite stat line. So you can tap it up to 2 target swamps. Each becomes 3/5. 3 folk warrior creatures addition their other types on the end of turn. Yeah. I mean, this one is super powerful. Wow. Because you can again send them like those in with impunity. Like 3/5 hits hard enough and it's very hard to kill. It's like 5 toughness, right? Like when your swamps, forcing your opponent to do like blocks where they lose actual creatures. Yeah, you feel good about that. So this card is excellent. Nightshade Schemers. It's a 5 mana fairy wizard with flying. It's a 3/2 and it does have kinship. You reveal at the beginning of your upkeep the top card, and if it shares creature type, wizard or fairy, you may reveal it. If you do, each opponent loses 2. Yeah, I mean, this 5 mana, but like, in a good chunk of the turns, probably hitting them for 5 and 2 of which is unblockable. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Violet Paul. 5 mana Kindle Instance Fairy, destroy target non-black creature, create a plus 1/1 black fairy creature rogue token with flying. Yeah, I mean, it kills their best thing and gives you a flyer. Good card. Wheat Pruner Poplar. So it's a 3 folk assassin. So 3 folk apparently are in the assassination business, right? It's 5 mana. At the beginning of your upkeep, target creature other than this creature gets -1/-1 at the end of turn. Yeah, I mean, this picks up versus X1s, and also it can generate very good combat scenarios for you. Like they have a 3C, you have a 4/4, and now that can come in. So they have a 4/4, and then you have like a 3C or whatever, or God forbid a 3/4. Now that can come in with impunity. Yeah, it's okay. This card is okay. And it's common only. So yeah, thanks for watching. This was the Black Star review, and we're gonna move on with red pretty soon, following by green and some of the colorless card. Until then, see you.